Hello and welcome to Rewrite Your Reality with Reese. I am your host and thank you so much for joining me today. If you do like my content, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comment section below or send me an email. I would love to hear from you. And now for today's video, create your dream life. Quite simple, right? That's basically what we are trying to understand, where it comes from and why. Awareness first, the physical self. I need to feel safe, secure, surrounded by things I love, people I love, a safe place in order to feel safe and secure. Those others who make me feel like that need to be dissuaded from being around me. Someone needs to keep me safe. Yet, I will speak about manifesting. I will speak about how everyone is me, you, us, I am pushed out. And I will act as if I am deaf to my own words. Simple, right? Simple teaching here. We speak like this, we talk like this. We want things to be prim, proper, and perfect around us in order for us to just simply imagine what we would like. Not even imagine, just know. The knowing of the very story that you want to tell. The knowing of the very story you want to tell. I assume that is my story. That's it. The knowing of the story that I want to tell, I assume that is the story that I am now telling. It is who I assume I am, and that's it. So have you ever really asked yourself truly why? Why is your internal direction on knowing you can manifest what you want instead of being exactly what you want? It's fascinating, right? We are very capable of spending so much more time talking around what we desire, knowing it is there, instead of simply feeling it and moving in that assumption, wanting the whole world to rearrange into something safely so what we want can manifest. That's just playing around in where you have no interest in being. You can manifest anything. That is the entire point of being reality. When you are being reality, when you are recognizing yourself as reality, there's nothing that's not you. Even the thing that you don't like, even the people that you have interactions with that you don't like. You don't necessarily don't like them. You don't like the interaction. You don't like the experience. That's what you don't like. If they were perfectly wonderful versions of themselves in that moment, you wouldn't even consider it, right? We constantly need to repeat, I can manifest anything, but I need to feel safe. Everyone is me pushed out. But you see, it's a living paradox of how we experience reality. And I get it. You don't like to feel how you don't like to feel. No one does. But recognize, me feeling any which way doesn't manifest anything. It, in and of itself, is a manifestation. I need space to come to every single day, or I need to hold these moments in reality, or I need to hold other people accountable in order for me to exist how I want to. All of that's prior to everything that you actually want. Clarity of being. It's just you messing around the messy middle of the day-to-day unfolding of who you say you are as that version of yourself that you desire to be simply here and now. It's nothing more than that. It's awareness versus the physical self, and the physical self comes from awareness. Now, life as experience, right? Think, how often do you want life, conversation, and entertainment to just get to the point? Imagine a song, right? Imagine a song had to warm up before actually being that part you enjoy. How quickly would you turn it off? How many times have you just skipped a song because it just wasn't clicking? And you just want to turn to a song that immediately lights you up, immediately felt. A song that when it starts playing, you literally want it to actually go through as fast as possible so you can start it again because you like and love it so much. But no, something else first. I need to make sure everything is aligned, make sure my speakers are aligned with where I'm sitting. I need to make sure this my earphones are fully charged, so nothing happens in between. I need to make sure of something. A quick little detour of knowing I know my song is in the playlist while it is coming. I'll tolerate or curate whatever happens first. Why? There's no time, there's no moment, there's no past, there's no others, there's nothing. There's no anything other than your own awareness of and as what it is being. Yes, it does not feel good when you feel that over and over and over again, the thing you don't like. But the assumption that I need to feel good and secure is not your end desire. It is not. That version of you already feels good. It feels so good, it doesn't even contemplate how it used to feel. Because it never used to feel anything else. It's just another version of you. That version of you is already exactly who you say you are, including your physical surroundings being to your liking. Stop taking this pit stop that you keep talking about. Go to your end, because that is just there. And the paradox of leaving the body. Somebody asked me this question, right? Very straightforward question. I'm not entirely sure how deeply it was about, but I answered it as succinctly as I can. So if you are watching, hello, love to hear from you again. The thought of I am thinking about leaving this body and this whole experience, which is not my choice. I get that. I get the understanding of that. I get the expression of it. But I really want you to understand this. Even the idea of that can only come from the small physical you. It can literally only do that. From your own awareness of being the believer of that small physical you. It cannot come from anywhere else. It's a projection. It's the assumption that I am this, calling forth the divine idea of that. All ideas are divine because there's only divinity. If you could see what the reality really is as a manifested energetic expression of source, you will realize no matter what you are looking at, even the very idea of thought is that same universal divinity frequency that's just expressing itself. Your higher self would never and could never leave the body, nor can you. Why? The character cannot jump out of the screen. The soul is not anchored in the body, tethered to it, with all nonsense ideas of the 3D mind trying to contemplate something that it simply cannot. It can only know it. The paradoxical nature of being is that we are one experiencing perfect, non-seamless, or seamless, whichever way you want to look at it, separation. Reality has separated itself completely and perfectly. There's no non-separation anywhere. But it only works if it's all completely one idea experiencing separation completely. See, it's a similar idea to knowing when you fall asleep, right? You will instantly wake up as well. You know this. You fall asleep instantly and then you woke up after like maybe a couple seconds of a dream, you wake up instantly. Right? There's no gap, there's no delay, there's no point where, time to wake up now. You know that no real time has passed for your consciousness in the way it observes reality for yourself as that consciousness. However, you do know there's several hours have passed for everyone who was consciously being aware for those hours that you were not aware of. Paradoxical existence, even though every single measure of such a thing says otherwise. Every measurement around you will say you slept for however many hours. Because it can never measure the one thing that matters. The one thing that it needs to measure is you as consciousness, because you being aware is actually the measurement. You are your own measurement. You are your own measurement in knowing yourself as awareness. And the greater your measurement of knowing yourself as awareness completely, the greater the measurement is. You can think of that measurement as a representation of your experiencing of reality. Okay. How do I measure my own consciousness? By being more aware of your own consciousness, being aware of your own awareness, being aware that no matter what you are looking at, you are looking as reality. I am who I say I am. I know I'm saying it like a robot for some arbitrary reason, but whatever, right? I am who I say I am. So you cannot leave the body. Why? Because the body exists within you. There's no separation. There's none. There's no separation. There's none. Choice and manifestation. The body, the circumstances, the conditions, they may not be your choice. That's fine, amazing. But the choice to realize that none of this is outside of me, but within me, the real me, is your choice. Much like a dream, when you recognize that the dream is within you, regardless if you enjoy it or not, right? Remember, a nightmare is a dream you simply don't prefer to experience. That's all life is. In each moment, consciously being able to choose your dream experience here and now over and over and over and over and over, no matter what seeming nightmare might be playing in the moment. Each time consciously putting the movie on with the assumption that the movie you constantly put on, persisting in, is the one playing from this moment right now. And there's nothing you need to do. You already put the movie on. When you put a movie on, what are you doing? You're trying to make it better. No, you can't. It's already on. The manifestation of I am that, the decision, the choice, is the manifested moment of confirmation for yourself. Not the energy, not the synchronicity, even though those are quite fun. Not the whatever. It's just you, I am that. You know you're going to repeat who you are. You know that already. You need only drop the thought of what a decision is. Life is being lived, not short, not long, just fully. When you want to go and get something, I am the person who has the thing. It plays out fully. Sometimes it's very short in linear time because the physical experiencing is just around you. Like, I want to get this there. That's a full lived, manifested experience that I can do over and over and over and over and over again. I am that. Much like picking a button off the floor or putting keys into a castle. Abraham Hicks's expression, I just expressed it a little differently there. It's all decision. So rearrange what decision makes for you, what decision means for you. With understanding, when it is required for me to experience the doing in that nature, whatever it is I need to do will be part of the unfolding of the frame. I will be aware of it. I couldn't not do it. I couldn't not pay for the thing that I want to buy. That'll come up, but I don't need to pay thin air before I get there. When it's not there, it's still that anyway. Think about it, right? You want to go to the shop and you want to buy something. You don't pay, then leave to the shop and get the thing and leave. Who did you pay? No, it's part of the unfolding, but you know it's there somewhere. You know it's part of the linear experience. You know when you want to go to the shop and come back. You know those things all exist right now because you can be aware of them all right now. You know it will exist in some certain way right now because there are parts that you just simply cannot be aware of. That's what the physical experience is actually for to be more aware of things you can't be aware of. And when the physical reality has things you may not necessarily able to experience in the moment, you can become aware of it. You see how one serves the other because they're both one. Imagine experiencing your already made choice, letting it expand within you and flow out of you, all happening as an experience of it as you. Simply walking in the assumption, accept I am God, accept every moment as you. Imagine to the very grain of existence what you desire. Complete abandonments. Walk in the assumption, I am that now, nothing else. Get up, pick up your mat and walk, John 5:8. Pick up your mat and walk in the assumption that I am who I say I am, and that is what's being projected in every single moment of reality, because I am every single moment of reality, and the moments I have chosen to experience myself as that I am is my desire. That's what my desires are. They are moments in experiencing myself as I would like to be that are more representative of who I say I am, because I am awareness. My physical reality is a direct representation of myself as awareness. The more I know myself as awareness, the more I experience myself as awareness. And I am your host, Reese. This is Rewrite Your Reality with Reese. Thank you all for being here. Much love and much light. Always, thank you for the comments, thank you for the questions, shares, likes, subscriptions. Feel free to drop a question in the comment section again, or if you want to email me anytime. Thank you for joining the TikTok page. Thank you for joining the Facebook group. Love and light, and I will see you all in the next one.